Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 steps that you need to follow so you can have a great outline to send to your team of writers so you can get a high quality book. So stay in the end because this is going to be a great video. So let's get started. Howdy ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, this is Alexo, and in my YouTube channel I talk about self-publishing and several ways for you to make money online. And today let's talk about how you can get an awesome outline that you can send to your team of writers. And probably are wondering what exactly is an outline. Okay, so what is an outline? The outline is basically the explanation of the type of book that you want your ghostwriters to write on your book. Okay, and this is the file that you need to send to your team of writers. Now when it comes to this, I order my books from a team of writers. I use the Urban Writers. I recommend for you to try out this company. They provide pretty good content for a decent price, and you can find more information right below on the description from this video if you want to check them out. Also make sure to use my coupon code so you can get a discount on your newest orders. And that's the way that I get my books done. I go to a ghostwriter company, I send them an outline explaining the type of book that I want them to write, and after about 20-30 days, depending on the length of my book, I have that book done, and then I publish it on Kindle, Amazon, and then I make money. Okay, but okay, you can also follow basically the same steps if you want to write an outline where later on you are going to write your own books. You can basically do the same thing. So why is it so important for you to have an awesome outline full of details on your outline so your team of writers will know exactly what they need to do and write when it comes to your book? Well, one of the problems with a lot of publishers is that they really don't spend much time when it comes to writing their outline. I mean, probably they do some basic research. Some of them probably don't even do that. They just provide an outline with a few bulletin points. Then they send that to their team of writers, and what happens is the ghostwriters probably already are writing your book and also writing books that belong to other people, and they aren't going to spend much time researching content for your book. So what they do is they probably go to a few blogs, to other resources, and then they just write down on your book the most obvious content. And what happens is once you publish these books on Kindle, Amazon, your readers don't end up very happy, and you start getting reviews like the ones that you can see on the screen of just pissed off customers is complaining about your book, and that is the type of thing that you want to avoid. Okay, so you don't want to provide boring, generic, obvious content. You want to do your own research. So this is the difference. You want to do your own research. You don't want your ghostwriters doing all of this research because, I mean, they're just not going to spend much time. So you should focus on researching what your readers want, and you want to provide an outline with about 600 to 800 words or a bit more, depends on the niche that you're involved. And you want to provide on your outline has much details that you can possibly provide. You want to understand what your readers want, what they didn't like, and all of the solutions that you can possibly provide to them. Also, your outline in a way what you want to do when it comes to your book is once you do your research on your competitors' books, and I'm going to explain the process next, what you need to do, so don't worry, but once you do your research, what you want to get to the point is you want to understand how you can beat your competition. You either want to provide a book that has better content than your competition, or you want to provide a book that has a unique approach compared to your competition. So probably this could be a different solution to a problem. Let's say that you're in a niche where people have problems sleeping, okay, and you go to that niche and you realize that most books over there just provide solutions that require like pharmaceutical pills and certain chemicals so people can sleep better, okay? And you realize that some customers don't want that and they want a more natural approach. So once you do the research, then that is a book that you could provide to that market that is unique compared to your competition. And that's a way for you to beat your competition. So now that I've explained this, let's go to the 3 steps in how you can get an awesome outline. So let's go. Okay, so let's go to Amazon and let's get that outline done. This is the process that I use, and this is the process that I find the easiest for you to research your readers, see what they like, what they didn't like, and so on, so you can write your outline. Okay, so always you want to have like a notepad by your side. Let's open over here a notepad. You can also use Evernote. I like to use also Evernote when it comes to this. And if you want to learn more about self-publishing, then check out my newest course called Self-Publishing Money Machine. I'm going to leave a link right below. I suggest for you to check it out. It is a course that teaches you how to publish your first book, how to reach your first $1,000 on Amazon, and just keep scaling your business month after month. Okay, so you want to have over here a notepad, and you want to go to Amazon and let's select Kindle. So this is the first step. You want to go to your main keyword, or you could say your main book title. So let's say that you want to publish a book related to yoga. I always talk about yoga. It was something that I used to practice in the past. I liked it, but nowadays I don't like it so much. But it's kind of a good practice if you want to just get more flexible. The part I didn't like much was the other part, but I'm not going to talk about that. So what you want to do, and this is step number 2, is simply go to the books that belong to authors, and you can see the books that belong to authors based on the number of reviews. You can see that this book belongs to an author because it has a lot of reviews, and I mean, someone like you or a self-publisher typically doesn't get so many reviews. This also belongs to an author, and what you want to do is just open the review section. Okay, and this is the reason why you want to keep a notepad by your side, because over here is what you are going to start writing and basically write your outline. Okay, over here, and you can also pass it to a Word document. So what I typically do initially is I go to the 1-star reviews, and I start by here just reading the comments left by customers. Okay, so this is what you want to do, and over here basically what you want to reply on your outline is what customers liked, what they didn't like, okay, and how to beat my competition. So these are basically the 3 questions I normally try to apply throughout my outline. Okay, so on step number 2, what you are going to do is just read the reviews one by one. Okay, and you can start by the 1-star reviews or immediately go sometimes just to the 2-star reviews, because sometimes when it comes to the 1-star reviews, it's sometimes, I mean, a lot of people really don't leave much information, but in this case you can see that some people left quite a lot of information, and you really don't need to go very far away because customers leave basically everything that you need over here on the review section from these books. Okay, so what you want to do is just read these reviews. This is not the book I was expecting. So it's space obvious, blah, blah. And you just want to kind of read everything and see what people didn't like. And let's say they didn't like the exercises on this book. Okay, so you read one comment and you see they didn't like the exercise. They probably preferred I don't know, some other poses. I don't know. Okay, so I would need to read all of these comments. I am an intermediate yogi. You're looking for a reference book on the purpose of entry and comment poses. Wow, this book does contain most of the information. Future buyers, please note that the book contains no chakra names. Okay, so that is something that I'm not sure what it is, but I would need to research. And you can see that this is immediately something that I can provide on my book later on, once I get my book done, of course. This is something I can provide to kind of beat my competition. Okay, so this book doesn't have Sanskrit names. I'm not certain if I'm saying that right. It doesn't matter, but you get the idea. And poses with multiple English names are only listed. Okay, so this person wants would prefer to have the book, the poses using the Sanskrit name instead of the English names. Also, no index of poses. That's another thing that people didn't like about this book, and something that you can also provide on yours has a way to beat your competition. So that whole idea is to research your customers, see what they didn't like, so you can provide a better book, or in some cases a uniquer book, okay, with a different solution, as I already explained. So you want to go through the 1 stars, do this process. You will then want to go to the 2 stars, and you still will find a lot of negative reviews. As you can see, there's a lot of information over that you can just read and get a good idea of what you can do when it comes to your book. Then you want to get to 3 stars, and over here you get some average reviews, okay, some things that people liked, they didn't like, and you can read these comments. Then you want to get to the 4 stars and basically do the same process. A beginner at yoga, this book has a small pic that shows you the pose. Okay, so this person liked the pics, okay? Provide pics showing the poses. Okay, that is something that customers liked and something that you should also include on your book. Then you read the rest and you see what this person suggested, and you continuously do the same process. Then you go to the 5 star and do the same process. Okay, so this is what you want to do, and you basically want to write an outline using the reviews that customers left on other books. And after doing this for a few hours, you have a great outline to send to your ghostwriter company, okay, with all of the details, and you know exactly how to beat those books and how to provide better content just using the reviews left by customers. And the third step is just to rinse and repeat the same process, okay? I don't recommend for you to just stick with a single book, just do this process to 1 book, but I recommend for you to do to at least 3 other books, okay? So you do to this one, then you can go to this one, rinse and repeat the same process with the reviews, go through the 1 star, 2 star, and so on. Then you can go to another one. Let's see, this one also has plenty of reviews. Rinse and repeat the same process until you have a nice outline with about 600 to 800 words ready to send to your team of writers. So this is what you should do, okay? I've explained everything that you need to know when it comes to writing an outline, and I recommend for you to check out my newest course called Self-Publishing Money Machine. Once again, I'm going to leave a link right below. If you like this video, leave a like and also subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get more of this type of videos where I explain everything that you need to learn about self-publishing. And if you have any question about how to write an outline, anything that you are concerned about self-publishing, just leave your question right below on the comments section. That is all for now. Stay tuned with your Alexo, and bye.